That's us. I bet you're wondering how we got to this point.
Well, the name's Eddie Brock. It all started when I lost my job at the Daily Bugle, thanks to Spider-Man. Then, I bonded with our better half to make his life awful.
We are poison to Peter Parker and Spider-Man. We're Venom! Like a turd in the wind.
Hey everybody, it's Web-Linez, back with another action figure review, and no, the Venom figure didn't break, it was just a joke. I just wanted to address this manufacturing issue I came across. Basically, the butterfly joints were stuck, so I had to take apart the arm from the ball peg and loosen it up with this lubricating oil I found at Walmart. I'll show that what that looks like in a bit. But basically, the ball peg was stuck on the oblique section of the muscles, so I had to loosen it up with this oil I found. And it worked. I only used a little bit, used a towel to wipe off any excess, and I worked with the joint slowly, and everything worked out fine. Here's the Mafex comic Venom action figure out of the packaging. I think it came out pretty good. The symbol is clean, the paints are clean for the most part. There's a few paint imperfections here and there, but nothing to be upset about. I'm very pleased with this figure. Here's the wide array of accessories you get with this action figure. Wall crawling hands, magnetic wall crawling hands, magnetic feet, fists, gripping hands for the webs, style posed claw hands, 3 interchangeable heads, 4 sets of webs, 2 for shooting the webs and 2 for swinging the webs. And you also get two sets of trigger finger hands, which is pretty cool. Or 2 trigger finger hands. That's awesome. So here's some close-ups of the webs he comes with. He has a swinging hands that look really nice. I like the swinging web, how it curls around. You could probably use those with the other Spider-Man figures. The hands are easy to swap. I didn't have any issue with them. Some people were afraid of breaking them, but I wasn't. 3 heads. They all look great. The Eddie Brock head is a good sculpt, but I don't think it really looks like Eddie Brock from Todd McFarlane's artwork. It more looks like an anime-styled head. Anyway, the Lethal Protector head, that looks cool, or Todd McFarlane's head, they all look great. I like the Venom heads, they look cool. Here's the Venom figure standing, looks pretty good. I like the sculpt, I think that was well done. The biceps, the chest has a really nice superhero build. The back looks great, it's exaggerated, comic book light, looks pretty good. A lot better than the Marvel Legends Venom. I didn't like how that one came out at all. I was very disappointed in the cankles and the Hyperion mold looking like Rob Liefeld artwork. The head articulation is effective on a double ball peg and a single ball peg. Just kidding, it works fine. I just moved it too far. So the head articulation works good. It's not gonna fall off on you. The butterfly joints, they're effective. They really give you a nice range of motion. I noticed there was a little paint rub on the armpit of my Venom figure. I'm not sure if that was from doing the oil thing I did to it earlier, or if it just had paint rub. It's a shame, but I'm not really that upset about it. You get great range at the shoulders, double jointed elbows, biceps swivel. All great stuff here. Standard ball hinge wrist. That's really effective. It works good. You get articulation in the diaphragm joint. That works great. It's on a double ball peg, probably a single ball peg. The bottom, it's very effective. You can lean back pretty good. And forward, he can crunch pretty far. I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with doing dynamic poses with this Venom. It's very fun to do. You get a thigh swivel, which is pretty effective there. You get a drop down method, so that way you can kick the legs pretty far forward, or you can get them out to the side. It's not as much as I thought it was going to be, but I think that's good enough for Venom. And it's sturdy, it's not going to fall forward. He kicks really far, so I guess that's a plus side. Double jointed elbows, the sculpt is pretty seamless in the knee, unlike the Mafex Spider-Man, so I'm glad they improved upon that. And ball hinge down for the ankles. The feet come off a little easy, so I'm guessing that's for the magnetic feet. It's not going to fall off or anything, but it's easier than the Spider-Man one I noticed when pulling the feet out. So you can hinge down, forward, ankle rocker. That's very effective. It works good. So that way he has ankle pivot now, right? Toe joint, very good too. Okay, here's some size comparisons. This is the Mafex Spider-Man. I think he scales pretty well next to the Mafex one. Marvel Legends ones, he looks a little bit, maybe he could be a head taller. People were complaining about the height. I understand that. Venom wasn't this. For this version, he is a little bit taller than Spider-Man. He's not the hulking version. But the Revoltech one's a little bit taller than him. But see, they're almost the same height. So here's him next to the Marvel Legends Pizza Spidey one. And he almost fell down, but that's okay. I think it's about the same size as the Mafex Spider-Man, so I think that still works. Here's next to Kraven the Hunter. Not sure if Venom's supposed to be taller than Kraven. And Kraven's a pretty big guy too, but not sure. I'm not sure about that height for that character. Mysterio. I think it works okay. Sandman. I think that could work. Sandman can grow bigger with sand, so this is one of my favorite Spider-Man classics figures. Here's the next Mezco Punisher. Maybe that's a little underscaled. I don't think Frank Castle should be taller than Punisher. I think the Mafex Venom came out great. Could it have been a head taller? Yeah, I can see the complaints with that. But I'm happy with him. I think any Spider-Man fan would be happy to have it. I'd recommend it. Thanks for watching.
Picture's a fake. Parker, you are such a Boy Scout. When are you gonna give a